Do you have items in your closet that are draining both your energy and your checkbook? I'm Sheila. I'm a personal stylist, and I help women find the best styles that suit their body shape, their coloring, and their personality so they can dress well with ease. For the best style tips, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, and you'll be notified every Tuesday when I upload a new video. Today I'm going to talk about the 7 items that I don't buy and how it saves money. Because I'm sure if you're like most women, you want to have nice things, but you don't want to have to waste a lot of money. If your closet is draining your energy and your checkbook, it's probably because you're making some buying decisions that aren't really benefiting you. One of the ways your energy might be getting drained from your closet is when you look in your closet and you see an item that you spend a lot of money on and you aren't wearing it. Or you just bought it and you aren't wearing it, or there are a lot of items that you have in your closet that you don't wear. Today I'm going to help you with that by letting you in on a few of my secrets and how I shop to avoid buying things that I don't wear. You might be doing some of these already, maybe you're doing all of them, but if there's just one that you aren't doing and you could use, this will be good time spent. Before we get into this, one thing I want to say is if you do have items in your closet that are causing you an energy drain, don't worry about it. Do not stress. Don't put yourself down or feel bad that you spent money on things that you don't wear. Everyone does it. We all do it. The thing is finding out what that is so you don't do any more. But don't beat up on yourself for doing it. So let's get started. Item number 1, items that require special care. I do buy items that require special care, but I don't buy a lot of them. So if you have a closet full of clothes that require a lot of care, or a lot of items that require care, you'll be spending a lot of your time running back and forth to the dry cleaners, or you probably won't wear it because you have to clean it and it takes some time. So when you buy something that requires special care, like dry cleaning, make sure that it is something that you really love and that you don't mind spending the attention on it and spending the time to get it dry cleaned, or whatever kind of special care it might need. It's definitely okay to have clothes that need special care, but you don't want to have too many of them. Actually, it's probably hard to avoid anything that doesn't need special care. And some of those really nice items, they will need special care, but just don't have too many of them. That will cause frustration and will cost you more money. Item number 2, poor quality clothing. When you buy clothing that is of poor quality, you end up buying more of it because usually you can only wear it 1 or 2 times and it will start to sag, it won't hold a shape, and it just won't look good on you. Maybe if you wash it, it will lose its color, it falls apart, the buttons fall off, so you don't want to buy poor quality clothing. I made a video a few months ago about how to know if clothing is high quality, and I will link that in the description box below. There are some stores that sell almost all poor quality clothing, and you'll know because it usually doesn't feel very good. If you try it on, it is twisty, it doesn't fit right, it is usually smaller than the size says, like a lot smaller. If there's patterns in it, the patterns don't line up, and you can just feel that the clothing is not of good quality. So the more quality clothes you buy, the longer you will have them. And I understand that they aren't really easy to find, but you can find them. Fast fashion seems to be everywhere, so keep that in mind when you buy an article of clothing, that it isn't going to fall apart, that it looks good on you, and that you won't just wear it for 1 or 2 times and you have to throw it out. The third item that you want to stay away from if you're trying to build a wardrobe and save money are fads. Fads don't last long, and fads are directed usually at younger women. Items that were very popular in the 70s have recently become popular again, and they will be considered a fad, like bell bottoms. And sometimes it's the print that's the fad. A lot of prints from the 70s have come around again, and this won't be stylish for very long. So if you buy something like this, buy it only because you love it and because you know you won't be wearing it very long, and maybe it's the right color for you. If it's something that is like, wow, the best color, and you know you'll be wearing it for 2 or 3 months and you're okay with that, that's fine. But if you want to save money, I wouldn't buy anything that is a fad that isn't going to last long. Every season there's a makeover of a classic. So let's take the wrap dress for example. When it's a classic, it is just a wrap dress. It doesn't have anything on it. But when it is styled or created a little bit differently for a certain season, it has something different on it. So this dress that I'm going to show you, that I'm wearing, I'll show you at the end of this video, is a classic wrap dress, but the way it's changed makes it more just for this season. So next season it might still be okay, but it might not. So whether or not you want to buy something like that depends on you and how much you love it. So this isn't a fad. It just is a change of a classic style, a little tweak to a classic style. A style like this will last longer than a style that is a fad, something like a sweater that's really short. That's a fad, and that one won't be around for very long. The next item or items that can cost you a lot of money and maybe some embarrassment is cheap jewelry. So if you buy jewelry really cheap and it falls apart while you're wearing it, it can be a little bit embarrassing. So one of those items would be rings. If you buy cheap rings and the stone falls off at the most inappropriate time, it can be a little embarrassing. And I know that because I still love rings a lot, and I bought those cheap rings and a stone fell out and I wasn't at a very good time. So be wary of jewelry. So buy good jewelry that you know will not fall apart. I'm saying rings, but it could be necklaces too. It could be earrings. It could be anything that will fall apart at the most inappropriate time. So even though it looks really fun and looks great at a time, pay attention to the price when it comes to jewelry, because price will tell it all. Usually cheap jewelry will have a cheap price. The bottom line is pay more, buy less. The fifth thing that can drain your pocketbook and cause you closet frustration is buying on impulse. So when you buy on impulse, usually, most of the time, you buy clothes that you don't wear because there wasn't much thought put into it. Unless you know yourself really, really well, you know your style really, really well, buying on impulse won't work. In order to avoid this, make sure you know exactly what you want before you shop and pay attention to why you're buying something. I just did a video on how to shop for sales on my private channel. If you'd like to join, you can find the link down below. If you want to avoid impulse shopping, always have a plan. Know what you want, know why you buy, know exactly what those items are that you need. If you just go out and buy things and don't think about them, you'll end up with a lot of clothes that you don't wear. Number 6, to save money and save time and have a closet that looks great, always wear your best colors. It'll save you money because you won't buy colors that don't suit you, and you'll have these pieces in your closet that you really don't know why they don't look good on you. You just know you don't like them. That's usually because it's the wrong color. It will save you time because when you shop, you won't have to try on colors that you know aren't best for you. So it saves you time and money. And number 3, when you buy your best colors, it makes your closet look better because all of the colors in your closet go together, and that makes it easier to mix and match. So there are 3 good reasons to be wearing your best colors. The 7th item that I don't buy anymore that saves me money, and you're not going to believe this one, it's lace bras. And I love lace bras, and over the years I bought a lot of them. But what I find is I don't wear them. And the reason is because, for one, they show up under plain clothes and they show up under light clothes. So light fabric, you can see the lace through them, so I don't wear them very often. And I also find them itchy. This might not be the same for you. You might love them. But they are in the undergarment category. And that's something else that you want to pay attention to. Undergarments that don't fit well. There are so many different types of undergarments that are meant to create more shape for your body, but they aren't all equal and they don't all feel good. So make sure that you buy undergarments that really work well for you and what you want. Because we're all different, one undergarment might work well for me, but might not work well for you, or one person and not the other person. So you really have to figure out which undergarments are really best for you. And then when you find the best ones, the ones that smooth in shape, the ones that are the best bras for you, and the best panties for you, when you know which ones they are, you don't have to buy more or different ones that just end up being thrown out. So those are the 7 items I don't buy anymore, and it saves me money. This is a wrap dress I bought this year. It is a little twist on the classic because it has the ruffle up the side. I like it because it is light, it's airy, it wasn't expensive, so if next season it isn't still stylish, it won't matter. The main reason I bought it is because it is green, and I love the color green. This is one of my best colors, and you can see it here in the color swatch that it is one of my best colors. And whenever I get a chance to buy something that's in my best color, even if it's for just a little bit, I buy it. And in this case, it wasn't a big purchase, so it won't make too much difference if I don't wear it next season or next summer. I hope you've gotten at least one tip from this. If you did, you can comment down below, let me know which one it was. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, give it a thumbs up and keep on styling.